I've spent the last 20 years analyzing the global restaurant business from the inside out. I've studied the consumer habits and actions that feed this business every day. Innovation is found in places where few might look. It's where the real heartbeat of the restaurant business lies. Sometimes it's beneath the known Michelin stars or the glitz and the glamour of the posh addresses of the best restaurant districts in the business. I'm Paul Barron, and this is my show. And I'm in search of amazing food, stellar service, and that unforgettable experience. Welcome to Table 42. The idea of pairing cocktails with amazing food has been here a while, but Area 31 of Miami is taking this idea of edibles to a new level with a show of art, design, and texture that explodes a palate to new highs. Chef, let's start off with the lobster dish.
Obviously born in Europe and trained in Europe, so the idea of every dish is the foundation of classic cooking, and I'm really strong on that to keep that up, that history. So we used fennel that is grown here in Florida and some tarragon, really nice and refreshing sauce, and the lobster is very classically cooked in a Bermonté, which is a butter sauce, but we added some lemongrass, some ginger, some Maya lemon skin.
Dean, how would you pair that up with a cocktail?
So when we made the cocktail, we used Genepi, a little vermouth. We used Nolly Pratt, which has a nice herbal and floral notes. Little lemon juice and some Saint Germain, just to add a little of that floral note. And then we put the thyme, and then we kind of charred the thyme.
What are we doing here? Because you're kind of using a bit of almost a salad approach here, but it's not. So
No,
what are you doing?
It's a warm dish, love beans, and we cook that in a stock that is made from the ruby red shrimps, which is from the Area 31 area. We have nice, beautiful ruby red shrimps, and sear them with some Brussels sprouts, local heirloom tomatoes that also grow here in Miami.
So Dean, obviously this sets you up for your home run here, I'm sure,
Yeah.
right? You know, most cocktails I like to drink.
Yep.
This one is a different approach. We have to use a fork and knife for this.
That's right. We always used to drink a cocktail in a liquid form in a glass.
Yeah.
We all do that. So why not change that perception and actually get involved in eating your cocktail and actually touching it and feeling it and smelling it, have different textures, so it's a whole different experience. We have black pepper infused gin, lime juice, raw ginger syrup, and then carrot juice. And we cook it, put the gelatin, let it set, and then we cut cubes out of it. The sauce on the plate is a sour passion fruit sauce. You could eat it, each component by itself. You could put all the components together, and it's a different feeling. It's a different experience.
Beautiful. What's the name of that cocktail?
We don't have a name for it.
It's the unnamed.
That's the unnamed.
We could call this one the T42. Beauty is often said to be in the eye of the beholder, but at Bar Agricole in San Francisco, the light show and modern design theme is a sight to truly behold. Though the name implies farm bar, this work of art is far from a humble abode. So we had a chance to stop in here at Bar Agricole, spend some time with Melissa in the back. Wow, amazing menu items that she was able to show us. Interesting ingredients, great proteins, and great to meet you, Stephen. Thanks for letting us come in.
Thanks for being here. It's great to have you.
So Stephen, you know, obviously you guys are trying to pair a pretty interesting menu with a pretty interesting design. So when a guest walks into Bar Agricole, what do you think they're expecting to see and find out?
Yeah, a lot of people read about the design before they come here, and we're certainly known for that. I mean, when the restaurant opened 4 years ago, it won a James Beard Award right out of the gate for restaurant design. These are individually hand-blown glass tubes. They're a main focal point in the restaurant, and you can't help but notice them whenever you come in. They're by a local artist named Nicholas Weinstein that does these installations around the world. This space housed Jackson Brewery's warehouse for many years, and then it kind of fell into disrepair, but was still at its heart and at its core a very interesting architectural space. So people are expecting something that will really speak to them architecturally as much as the food. It's not an over-the-top space that's filled with plush interiors. It's a lot of kind of raw materials. There's concrete, wood, and metal that all kind of play together to speak of Soma in the South Market neighborhood.
And it kind of has this feel of simplicity, but kind of this very unique, elegant design, much like what Melissa's menu is. So tie us into the bar a little bit. How is this all kind of brought together to make such a space here?
Absolutely. So, I mean, a common question is, who is the mixologist that is creating the menu? And we're under the belief that you don't need a mixologist. There have been many great bartenders in the past that have created cocktails that are still very good today. So the focus is on really selecting ingredients that we can stand behind and feel proud to serve, that you can trace their origins all the way back to the field. And that's really where the name Bar Agricole comes, which literally translates to farm bar.
So you guys have, of course, a great dining room, but you also have an awesome patio.
It's a beautiful garden setting. All of the herbs that grow in that garden are used in our cocktail program. And that area has really kind of come into be over the last 4 years, and it's really a huge asset.
The art scene of Wynwood in Miami is a destination for travelers from all over the world. The colors and explosions of creativity literally come to life on the walls of Wynwood. What a better backdrop for a chef to incorporate colors, textures, and style into a menu that literally rests on the gateway to modern art.
We're doing a lot of mushrooms, a lot of Brussels sprouts, a lot of vegetables or cold dishes that go really well with the heat and can also play with the colors that we have on the wall. So when people are eating, they look up and it's like, wait, they get lost in the dish and the art.
That's a pretty neat concept. And you don't get it, of course, you guys obviously have an advantage here with being right in the epicenter of art in Miami. But a lot of restaurant and chefs face those kind of challenges of coming up with creative approaches to kind of the wow the guest. What do you got for us now?
We're doing our Wynwood salad.
Okay.
The Wynwood salad basically is my version of the caprese. So instead of using Italian ingredients, we're using Spanish ingredients like the piquillo pepper. Right here we have red and yellow beefsteak tomatoes. We put a little bit of salt and pepper on it so the flavors stand out.
Yep.
Okay. And then we're gonna alternate the tomato and the manchego cheese. We're gonna put down a little bit of arugula puree, some arugula, some red vinegar, some citrus in there, a little olive oil, a little Dijon to give it the spice. We're just gonna pour our sauce just to give it a little visual. And then we'll start by alternating. We'll go one yellow, one manchego cheese, one red, another manchego cheese. After that, we're gonna top it off with a little bit of piquillo pepper, which is a Spanish pepper.
Love it.
Very smoky. It's got a little bit of bite, but it's more of a natural bite than heat. It's really, really delicious. One of my favorite peppers to
a nice
use.
mix of flavors too.
Exactly. Flavors and color. This reminds me a lot of the paintings we have in the main dining room by Christian All. He's got a lot of splatter or colors. So since we couldn't splatter things on the plate, we kind of just took his colors and placed them very neatly on the plate.